early stages, you were getting kind of hints, almost, or feelings, right? If I remember correctly,
No, it's
you don't say that.
different. It's different. It's
You weren't
different
gonna.
when you listen. It's different when you're dealing with someone who people really know. Because I've seen women throw themselves at him, and there'll be times we're out together, and some people are bold and don't care, and they walked
But
up to
did you
him at the
never
dinner.
feel? Did you never feel any? Okay,
Mm,
so in the
mm,
course of being on and off,
mm,
did you? Because you made it very clear when you were overseas, you didn't trust him because obviously he's in concerts. Da, da, da. You said when you called him at one point in time, you'd
mm.
hear noises. Not necessarily you heard noises of him doing anything, but you heard noises. I'm guessing you're talking about metaphorically. So
Noises like they're in a club or they're in a party, like, or you
okay.
can hear a bunch of people. Like it was just too much, and it'd be late, be like 2 in the morning.
So,
So it'd be like 7 or 8 a.m. our time, 9 a.m., and it'd be late here in the states. I didn't
so
like
what would
that. I'm
make you
like, why
not
you can't go
trust?
home?
Why would yeah? So okay. So why would what would not make you trust him? Because I think what I'm struggling to kind of piece together
Hmm.
is if you would not struggle to, if you would struggle to trust him in those moments where you're overseas
Hmm.
playing, but then when you come back from overseas and you guys are actually trying to seriously start a relationship and I'm guessing still
Hmm.
hearing one or two things in the wind, it doesn't make you think I need to investigate. I think
No,
that's
you got the
where
time frame messed up. You
okay,
got
go
the
on.
time
Sorry, go
frame
on.
messed up.
Yeah.
What I told you is I would hear that stuff when I was overseas.
Okay.
So I was overseas and I didn't trust it primarily because of what I was doing. My teammates, not saying my teammates, but the
Yeah.
guys that would play overseas, I saw how they moved. Even
Okay.
the ones that weren't married but had girlfriends. I didn't trust none of it. So it wasn't more so what Darren was doing. It just added on top of the not trusting him. You out late? Oh, what you doing out late? You know what? Forget this. Like, I'm just keeping it real. Like, I really saw how people were moving overseas. And I'm not trying to blast people or anything, but
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
me uncomfortable. So I was just like, at
So
one
this
point,
the mistrust came from your end. Is that what you're saying? You felt
I,
like the mistrust because of what you were seeing. That's where the mistrust was coming from.
yeah, and because of where I was at, just being 100, I was in a different country. So I would see what guys who were in the same country with their actual girls or wives would do. And the minute they go out of town for a little bit, a whole different person would come into play. So just being
Yeah.
honest. And, I not no BS, but I have friends that are in the industry and I know how they move, so I didn't put it past him. So that was just comfortability for myself trying to protect myself, I guess you could say.
So when did then that feeling of mistrust leave you then? Because obviously when you get into a relationship, I know he's in the same area you're in at that point in time when you've finished your ball career, but when does that feeling of mistrust leave you? Because it wasn't on his end now.
When I was
Yeah.
completely done with basketball, when I came home. When I
Okay.
was
So when you was
completely done with sports and I said, okay, let's figure this out. And I retired and came home and we moved in together.
okay, and the
That's
insecurity that you
different.
and the insecurity that you felt just kind of when you didn't feel
It wasn't like an insecurity because of him. It was an insecurity again because I was in a different country.
the
Now
country.
we're in the same place, same time, and we're grown. We're not kids. We're not the same people. I can assure you he probably was doing some crazy crap when I was 19, 20. We were kids. You know what I'm saying? So we're grown ups. We're adults at this point. I retired when I was 30. I had just hit 30. You get what I'm saying? So now we're home, responsibilities. I mean, at least the way I took it, responsibilities, because I got to make sure I come home and pay my bills. I got to make sure stuff is taken care of. I got to make sure that my family is taken care of. So that's how I roll.